and welcome back to Gaulv, streaming allied races. So, we're going to do the Horde allied races. Let's get rid of some of these that we don't need up here for the moment. Alright, we're good to go. So, yeah, let's leave my guild chat. Just in case somebody's out there being creepy. The Horde's selfless leadership in the war against the Legion has left our ranks depleted. Our enemies slaver at the thought of stealing what is ours. We will not let them. I've authorized the building of an embassy in Orgrimmar. From it, we will win others to our cause. Meet me there at once. War Chief Sylvanas Windrunner. Yes, my War Chief.
Leaders of the Horde, I summoned you here, along with one of our greatest champions, because our enemies are gathering their strength. The Alliance is scouring the far corners of Azeroth in search of every advantage against us. We must do the same. War is coming. We need fresh blood added to the ranks of the Horde. What say you?
War Chief, the Tauren of High Mountain fought boldly alongside us in our campaign against the Burning Legion, just as our ancestors did long ago. I have invited their leaders to a great feast in Mulgore. This could be a chance to bring them to our side.
A simple people, but strong. They would be a boon on the battlefield.
I, too, have a suggestion, War Chief. The Sindori have maintained diplomatic ties with the Nightborne, since we helped liberate Suramar from the Legion. The Regent Lord and I agree that our kingdoms have much in common. We believe the Nightborne would make valuable allies.
Even without the Nightwell, Suramar holds vast arcane resources. A most useful arrow added to my quiver. Each option would have its uses. I believe our champion knows both these peoples. Which potential ally do you suggest we pursue first?
Well, let's do High Mountain first.
State your business to your war chief.
Bane Bloodhoof and Lady Liadrin have come to suggest potential allies to fortify our ranks. Each of them knows what is needed to keep the Horde strong. You have proven to be a formidable champion, Gaulv Knight. I put it to you to choose which course we pursue first. Hear what they have to say and make your decision. Tell me your choice, and we will proceed with our plan to strengthen the Horde. Speak with Bane and Liadrin.
We will bring the Alliance to its knees.
Wait. Has she somehow become leader of the Blood Elves instead of the Regent? Lorthamar? I will have to look into that later.
There is much we can learn from the High Mountain tribes.
We share much with the High Mountain. It is my belief that they would make ideal allies in the time to come. What do we know about the High Mountain, Tauren?
Earth Mother, watch over you.
Yeah. The Tauren of High Mountain are devoted to the spirits of Earth, River, and Sky. After ages spent protecting their sacred mountain, they are now ready to venture out into the world beyond the Broken Isles. They get an increased mining skill and speed, chance to gather additional meat and fish. I think that's actually really kind of spiffy. Increased versatility, reduced damage, and charge. Let's speak to Lady Liadrin.
Pleasantries can wait.
Gaulv Knight, I am glad you are here. We must convince the War Chief to pursue an allegiance with the Nightborne. What do we know about the Nightborne?
Shorel Aran.
The Nightborne of Suramar spent millennia isolated behind an arcane barrier. Slowly transformed by the magic of the Nightwell, these proud and noble elves now seek to reclaim their place in Azeroth. AoE damage and snare. Summon a mailbox. Increased magic damage. Resistance to arcane damage. Increased inscription skill. Alright, those are nice. Alright.
Greetings, champion.
King, Bloodhoof, and Lady Legend have come to suggest potential allies. You have proven to be formidable. Oh. Already did it. Ah, shit.
We must unite if we are to survive.
I am the Blade of the Light.
That's what I get for not following the quest text.
Come forward. I will grow the ranks of the Forsaken. One way or another.
That's gonna be more dead people.
Our true work is just beginning.
I have come to value your wisdom, Gaulv Knight. The choice you make today will strengthen the Horde.
The fate of Azeroth rests in your hands.
We have planned a great feast to welcome the High Mountain Tauren to Thunderbluff. It will be their first visit to the lands of Kalimdor. I have been exchanging missives with their chieftain. I look forward to meeting her. Will you join us in Mulgore? It would be good for them to see a familiar face that aided their fight against the Legion.
For the Horde.
Chieftain Bloodhoof, have our champion join you for your feast in Thunderbluff. By the time dessert is served, I want their oath of loyalty to the Horde.
It shall be so, War Chief. This way.
What the shit? Instant transformation? Nope, we're gonna take the zipper. So while we're doing this, I'm not as impressed with the High Mountain, because they are just Tauren with horns. I guess it's no different than the Lightforge, but I just felt that there literally wasn't that much separating them, whereas the Warriors of the Light and the Army of the Light had a really interesting story. High Mountain just happened to get a gift from Cenarius. But I guess that worked out. I was really hoping for something more exciting when they first announced allied races. I'm really looking forward to what might come in the future. Listening to the developers on Trade Chat's video she posted on a developer interview, that's Panzer at Trade Chat, she spoke about the hints that there were going to be more races released in Battle for Azeroth other than just Dark Iron and Zandalari. That we were going to, in our quest, be doing stuff that would lead to more opening up. I don't know if we're suddenly just going to have a flood of allied type races. It's a rather interesting way to go. So, I'm really disappointed in the fact that I actually have to go to Thunderbluff. Whereas the other two, being on Argus, had portals to go there. Rather than having to just, you know, sit here while chatting to you and eating a pickle. Alright, that thing's too slow. We're out of here. Maybe not. Maybe we're too slow. Wind! Oh. Wow. I actually thought I was faster than the Zeppelin. I am not. Sad, sad orc panda. Well, that makes me feel kind of dumb. I can remember the first time. So when I first played WoW, back in the day, I'm not going to say how long ago that was, I made a little Tauren warrior and got pretty into him. But I remember the scope of WoW right off the bat felt bigger and more expansive, having come from EverQuest, Daok, Galaxies. I was pretty excited about just the immediate immersion. And I was really disappointed that my friends had all decided that WoW looked dumb before it came out. And then we're all playing it, you know, moments before me. Bunch of jerkfishes. Alright. Who do we got here? We got the Spirit Walker, Ebonhorn. He's a dragon. Archdruid Hummel Rune Totem. And the High Chieftain of the High Mountain.
I am Bane, High Chieftain of the Tauren.
Welcome, Gaulv Hunter. Myla speaks of you as a trusted ally. Your presence will surely help convince her of the merits of joining the Horde.
Thank you for coming, Mela. It is my honor to welcome you to Mulgore.
Your invitation was most kind, Bane. It is time for our two peoples to renew our bonds of kinship.
It is of kinship that I wish to speak. I hope that... Spirit Walker? I should never have left the mountain. The wards have weakened. He will be ours.
Ebonhorn, what dark force grips you?
I know this power all too well. Champion, we need your help.
What the heck?
The fate of Azeroth rests in your hands.
A dark force has descended upon us. I refuse to believe that the High Mountain are behind it. The cacophony out there is disturbingly familiar. Could it be? No. The minions of the old gods are attacking. We must fight for Thunder Bluff. Slay 4 Dark Tendrils and 12 Shadows of Ulul in Thunder Bluff.
The war
Yeah,
with the Legion
more
has
frickin'
come. I hope you are ready.
old god stuff. Great. Wait. That looks like a Shah. Oh. Hey, this character's not nearly as geared as my Demon Hunter, which makes this a little bit more difficult. Not dangerous to me, really, but just a little slower. Sometimes I forget how much that raiding gear and everything else changes my Demon Hunter.
It feels good to swing my mace again. I don't have a time. It's too far away.
Talking about swinging your mace, let's look at this mace he's wielding. Thing's a beef stick. Big old spikes. Oh, wait. Is that a PvP mace? Maybe.
We will drive your shadow from Mulgore.
Oh, tentacle. Tentacle rape. Tentacle rape! Get it off! Get it off! So being able to talk while just playing WoW has proved a little more difficult than I originally expected. I rather like the challenge, but you know, it's different from just having a conversation with people responding. When you're just having a conversation with yourself, you kind of sound like a bit of a loon. And as my wife occasionally wakes up and looks out here at me all weird because I'm talking
We
to
must
myself.
unite if we are to survive.
It's not that surprising, really.
We will drive
I guess I should have
your
more
shadow
subjects to talk
from
about while doing
Mulgore.
this. I mean, I guess I could discuss wrestling, other interests, such as D&D, some anime, love of Babylon 5. If I start getting actual subscribers, I'll ask what you people want me to talk about. But currently, I have no subscribers. Nobody loves the Gaulv. But we'll get there. We'll slowly build an irreputable power base. Not sure if YouTube's going to be the home for me. I haven't looked into what it takes to do Facebook gaming. But with all of the demonetization and what it takes to get monetization now, I don't know. I mean, I can just stream for fun. I do enjoy just, you know.
There is much we can
But I spend a lot of my
learn
gaming
from the
time
High Mountain tribes.
watching a second screen while gaming now. To me, it leaves me a little less immersive. That's true. But I'm not sure if that's the best route to take. Or what necessarily my best route might be. That would depend on what viewer base is looking for. I mean, I'd even be open to having a Discord where I talk to people during game. If people were interested in that and listening to other people in a Discord chat. If anybody's wondering what I'm using to record my stream and live stream at the same time, I'm using OBS. Currently by itself.
I am Bane, High Chieftain of the Tauren.
The old gods are known for subversion and duplicity. To attack so brazenly, whatever they seek, they want it badly. The old gods have inflicted one of their faceless ones upon Thunder Bluff. The fiend desecrates my people's city. We must bond together to aid this place of such filth. I believe that destroying this herald will derive our enemies from Mulgar. May our weapon strike true, Gaulv Knight. Defeat Gwaitelek, herald of Uel Gwanath. That was a mouthful.
For the Horde.
I wonder if I can fly here. I can! Oh! Was that a custom? That is sick! Look at the... Oh! I want! And we're off.
Thunder Bluff will be free of you!
Damn. Last dragon! For anyone wondering, I am a Frost Death Knight, if you hadn't noticed. From my judicious use of Frost Strike and... Oh gosh. That was... Whoops. I forgot what it's like to die in Mulgar. Oh my god, it's been so long. That's hilarious. Come on, hurry, 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 hurry. I got things to murder. That's what I get for not eating in between fights. I get so used to my demon hunter. It's hilarious. I have to go up a tier. Oh god, tendril in my face. Wait a minute. Oh, there's my body. Bam! What? Let's eat, just in case. Eat a cookie. Very confused. Oh, there he is. Oh my god! What did I do? That's right. I sat there and cheated. I literally waited until somebody else killed the mob. Because I was incapable of such a murder on my undergeared DK. Who's sitting at 815. Which probably just saying how badly I've gotten at playing my DK this expansion. I'm really happy with the way this armor looks. This is the Legion tier... Tier 6 PvP? Tier 5? Don't remember now. But definitely happy with it. It's definitely got a Death Knight-y feel to it. Once more into the fray.
There is much we can learn
A fine
from the
kill,
High Mountain
Gaulv.
tribe.
My people can clean up from here. Ebonhorn remains in great danger. He and Mila have returned to High Mountain, but I believe they still need our aid. Let us journey to Thunder Totem and do whatever we can to mend Ebonhorn. Perhaps our deeds will strengthen the bond between our peoples.
The war with the Legion has come.
Really? I just get a hearth back to goddamn Thunder Totem? It's getting annoying. Let's see what my guild's doing. Well, that looks pretty badass.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Oh, it's a Vindicator. Wow. For anyone wondering, because I will mention it, I'm sure, when playing Horde, I have been in the Alia Ayekta Est guild for quite some time now. And yeah,
Be careful.
a long time. Through multiple expansions, transfers. Always come back here playing Horde because it's a really good group of people. I play in a Clan of the Red Dragon server on Moligos, which is where I've spent most of my time this expansion is playing Alliance, and I've gotten really into the character. And I have a tendency to get into a character, play other ones, but get into one that I end up focusing on, and that ends up being, you know, a main for an expansion. Which I have changed mains in a few expansions. When I first started, I played a warrior, ended up in Orc Warrior, after some accidental deletions before I knew you could get characters back. I played that character as a main until Burning Crusade, upon which time I switched to playing a Blood Elf, almost exclusively for a long time. And then, well, until Wrath, when I became a Death Knight. And then I played my Death Knight and my Paladin mostly, and then a Druid some, but mainly my Death Knight until Demon Hunters, which I was really super excited about, but having my friends play Alliance meant I had to play a Night Elf, which is the only sad thing. I think if I was playing a Void Elf or Blood Elf Demon Hunter, I would not be thinking about switching mains again in Battle for Azeroth. But I digress, I guess. You play with what you got. I was really sad, as I'll state again, when Void Elves couldn't be Demon Hunters. Because if that could be the case, I would probably faction change tomorrow. Or rank change. Race change, not faction change. Yay, finally made it to Thunderbluff. Over here to the Eldahorn corner. Oh.
Now that we stand united, we turn our eyes to the Legion.
Dragul, the Underking, is using my people as fodder for his new toy and army. He thinks by defeating us it will prepare him for the coming of the Burning Legion. When I'm done with him, he will wish he had faced the Burning Legion instead. Ebonhorn has spoken of ancient wards that must be maintained in High Mountain. Wards that hold back a greed darkness. This may be tied to the evil that grips him. We must hope the Spirit Walker Grey Sky can tell us more. What has happened here requires more time than I have to explain. In short, our tribes have scattered in the wake of the attack that left the Hammer of Khazgoroth in the hands of the barbaric Drugbar. Even now, the Drugbar are raiding the Rivermane tribe, and I have too few braves left to send to their aid. Wait, no.
Together, we are High Mountain.
Talk to Grey Sky. Sorry, that's the quest 4 here that I did on my other character. Dark Tales. Ebonhorn is stable for now. He once told me of the wards he maintains against the old gods. He placed them at key locations around this mountain. Might get them hidden from mortal eyes, even my own. In capacity like this, his wards cannot hold back the evil ones. No doubt this is the reason for their attack. To find the wards, we must enter the echoes of Ebonhorn's past and commune with the spirits we find there. Meet me in Riverbend. It is there our search begins. Crap, my tongue today.
I do not fear the deep places of the earth.
Tauren are cool, and Moose Tauren are cool. I gotta admit, they're Moose. It's not. It's still cool, even if I did just bitch about them a second ago. I did like High Mountain. I thought it was a cool quest. I really enjoyed any of the Tauren-esque stuff has been really cool. From the Taonka we first met in Burning Crusade to the Yongal. I'd really like to see a ram version of them. With like big curly horns.
Be alert, Huntmaster. We do not know what dangers lurk nearby.
Ah, here we are.
Remain vigilant.
Spirits hold many truths, Gaulv Knight. Walking in the footsteps may reveal the locations of Ebon Horde's wards. Spirit walkers maintain balance between the world of the living and the spirit realm. We can travel into the memories of the dead to gain clues upon the past. The wards Ebon Horde maintained were placed long ago by heroes who fought the darkness. By walking in their footsteps, we may locate the wards and restore them. Igrur, the Drogbear, known as Scalebane, was a true friend to Hulm High Mountain. Use the water of vision to enter his memories and find where he placed the first ward.
Sun and moon light your way.
Whoa! Drogbar! I'd be down with Drogbar as a race, actually. I think it'd be pretty cool. Alright. Shadow Lurker slain. Shadows of Ulm slain. Oh, check it out. It's a moose riding a moose. It's Mooseception. What's this? Oh. Oh. Yeah, these are badass. Badass. Run, 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 run. Yeah, he runs a little funny. Not necessarily a player model, I can assume.
Serve your true masters, Drogbar. Your defiance means death.
Nope, have to go upstairs. Shit. Alright, I want that ability on someone else. It's just spiffy. Jump! Jump, you little tiny-legged bastard. Everything dies to the truck bar power. Everything dies to the Rockman power. Get off, I'm hungry. You don't know me. Other rock spikes, what you got? Nothing, that's what you got. There ya. There ya. This ward will help seal away a great evil. So long as I draw breath, the darkness will never succeed. That was so weird.
We defend this world together.
I am pleased you were able to place the first ward. We are one step closer to saving Ebon Horde. This mention of the darkness is unsettling. It is a monster spoken of in our myths and folklore. Tales told around campfires. To spook the young, could these stories be based in truth? Ebon Horde spoke of another ward safeguarding the lands of Skyhorn tribe, somewhere close to the sepulchre of the sky. He said it was there that this darkness once manifested. Away we go, I guess.
Ride the winds.
Well, I guess the Void Elf one had a lot of open world travel as well. Randomly. I'm gonna have to visit every tribe we saved while working for the High Mountain. Every one of them. Oh well. No, no thank you. I don't want to do your world quest today. Sorry, I got pickle juice all over me.
I see you. I see you.
That would be my rare add-on, which is going nuts because this character hasn't done shit in High Mountain. Hey, it's a toy.
I see you.
That was unexpected.
I need a target. I don't have a target.
New box. What was that? Dozens of hidden pockets line these pants. What? It's just random shit. Yeah. Engineering. For the win. OMG, so far away.
I see you.
In retrospect, perhaps I could have taken a flight path.
For Candle King!
Looks like you need assistance, my friend.
I need a target. What has the wind brought?
Unya Skyhorn was a legendary chieftain of her tribe, though she crossed over to the spirit realm long ago. Her presence is still felt all around us. Ebonhorn told me that Oenya placed a ward here to protect the people she cared for so deeply, perhaps from the specter of darkness. Use the vision water to help Oenya.
Together, we are High Mountain. I don't have a target.
That was unexpected.
I need to target something first. I need a target.
Heck, if every hunter I played hit like this, I might play more hunters. OP much.
I don't have a target. I need to target something first.
Gotta slay some tendrils, gotta slay some tendrils. All this old god love makes me feel so icky. Not really. It's just tendrils. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Why do I feel like I'm gonna have to face that again in a minute?
It's too far away.
Hey, look, more people doing the same quest as me. Hi, people. You look much smaller than me, though weird, where it makes you the focus rather than everybody looking exactly the same. Everybody else looks generic compared to you. I mean, it's an interesting idea. It seems to work.
I don't have a target.
Now I kill the darkness.
I need a target.
I didn't see that coming. Hey, that one looks like a dude.
The Skyhorn shall serve my masters. You will become the shadow that darkens the skies.
There's some weird lag.
The river provides.
The shadow of the spirit realm grow stronger. I fear they may soon pierce the well into our reality. I pray restoring the wards will set things right. We have made progress reactivating the wards, but more must be done. I sense Ebonhorde's struggle, though he fights with all his strength, he is slipping away. Should this darkness emerge into our realm, I fear our friend will be lost. Ebonhorn spoke of another ward somewhere within Snowblind Mesa. Meet me there so that I might guide you along another journey to the memories of the past. I know that's a Mesa or Mesa, but when reading, I occasionally mispronounce things in my head. It's fine, accept it. We're moving on. At least this one's not Torson? That's kind of hilarious. Who's that? Have I not killed him before? Huh. I don't know that I've killed a rare Tauren here. Oh well, for another time. We're not doing Hallowed Races! Guitar sounds. Yeah, I know. Totally Bill and Ted, but what can I say? There was a time when that was my jam. So that should be the sealed starburst piece left from the piercing of the veil that was now healed. From the time when we, you know, stopped Sargeras. Sargeras? Yeah, I said it wrong. Do you sense it? Such strength, such courage. The echo of Horde, High Mountain spirit is all around us. Heroes of High Mountain's past placed wards to protect our land from the insidious old gods. The deeds of these noble champions kept us safe for thousands of years. We must not fail their memory. Holden High Mountain himself placed a ward here at Snowblind Mesa. It must be reactivated for us to have any hope of saving Ebonhorn. Enter the echoes of Holden's spirit. Let his courage lead you to the location of this ward. Yeah, anytime you get to be home, it's cool. Yeah. Going this way. So using a lot of similar abilities similar to the one you do during the world quest, or the leveling quest here, whichever you've done. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this old god stuff, which has me pretty excited to see what might come in Battle for Azeroth that's going to be specifically about old god shit. I love all the Lovecraftian crap. And especially seeing how they've kind of built them up to be the big bad. I mean, yeah, the Void Lords would technically sit higher on the food chain because the Void Lords created the old gods, but it's a weird dichotomy because the old gods are
compared to our power.
Technically not gods, probably, but what are they? Blah, blah, blah. So, I'll be interested to see more of that. But I'm loving the way this guy looks. Yeah. Sorry, was reading the quest text. Holm battled the Necrodark? There are so many tall tales attributed to Holm that I assumed those Drogba to be just another story. But it is clear they served the darkness. A troubling discovery, but there's no time to dwell on it now. 3 of the ancient wards are restored. The mountain is not yet secure, but we may have done enough to break Ebon Horde free of the shadows gripping him. Let us return to Thunder Totem and see how he fares. Hopefully Ebon Horde can tell us more about what is happening within the Necrodark and the insidious master they serve.
The whispers. They have stopped. Thank you, champion. Grey Sky.
Oh. I thought he was going to give me a quest. Nope. Go back to the goddamn mountain. At least it's not very far. Oh crap. Drop my pickles. Drop my pickle lid. 1 second. Yeah, that's gonna anger the wife. I'm supposed to be laying off of my pickle use. And I just ate a whole jar of pickles tonight. Oh, that was dumb. Oh, it's a Draenei. I can't even ask for help. Oh, it's so sad. Oh, that's hilarious. I look like an idiot. Into the hole. What? Oh. I'm at the other one. Into the hole. Yeah, that was special. Spirit walk. Whoa, why is the Death Knight, the Lich King here?
You believe that you are in control, that your will is your own.
as he commands. You exist by his whim alone. You imagine yourself to be free, but you will always be his instrument.
That was different. I almost wonder if that was tied to my artifact, but... I am myself again, Gold Knight. You and Grey Sky have freed me from the grasps of the old gods. Had I remained in that state for much longer, I would have been lost. And he may have become another Deathwing! Fuck that shit.
I am Mela. I stand as High
Curse of the
Chieftain.
Necrodark, okay. It is clear that the old gods have long sought to control High Mountain. Their covetous desire speaks of the power of this land, and the strength of the spirits that echo through its peaks and valleys. They will not take our sacred mountain, not while I draw breath. With the High Mountain tribes united, and with Bane Bloodhoof at our side, we will defeat the darkness once and for all. Come, let us take back the summit from the forces that would corrupt it. Journey to High Mountain Summit.
Long ago, the old gods sought to claim High Mountain. Their campaign was led by a terrible creature of nightmare,
Our
Ulganeth the
tribes
Darkness.
stand as one.
Hone gathered heroes from among the tribes. They fought against Ulganeth's servants, the Necrodark. But the forces of Shadow were too great to overcome. So Hone devised another plan. Wards were placed to lock away the old god's influence. Though the general survived, Ulganeth's essence was trapped.
All this time, the Necrodark have been lurking in the shadows, waiting to call forth their master.
Indeed. And when I left the mountain to visit Mulgore, the wards weakened just enough to let the darkness seep through. The last ward was placed at High Mountain Summit. That is where we must go. Just as Hone stood with his allies, so we must band together. The fate of Azeroth rests in your hands.
That was cool. I really dug the stuff with Ebonhorn, finding out that he was a member of the uncorrupted member of the Black Dragonflight, possibly one of two that we know of. I believe there's a third one somewhere, but I don't know. I don't know where that one was. I just saw it mentioned by someone else, so I'm iffy on it. But I would think Ebonhorn and crap. What's the other one? Shit. The one from Mists of Pandaria. The one who may have helped open the world to Warlords of Draenor. It's not going to come to the tip of my tongue like it should. That irritates me. The Black Prince? That's what I want to call him, but he had a name. Let's hover and look for it. Wrathion. Jesus. How could I forget that one? Uh-oh. My stream may have stalled. Let's check OBS. No? Okay. The stream's just lagging a little bit. That's fine. Hopefully it doesn't become a problem for people when... Oh, it could have been when I clicked off the screen. I wonder if that's a thing. No, not always a thing. Okay. More Necrodoc. I thought the Drogbar were a cool idea too. These had a bunch of cool ideas.
High Chieftain of the
Myla charged a horde with Ebonhorn. Now they're cut off from the rest of us. We took down one of the Necrodoc. Ebonhorn found that it had a shard of ice infused with Shadow Essence. Perhaps the villains are using these shards as a kind of talisman. I suggest you deprive them of their trinkets. I know little of such magic, but it seemed that Ebonhorn had a use for them in mind.
Earth Mother, watch over you.
Earth Mother, watch over you.
Jala, the Rivermane chieftain. Before everyone came to neutralize the threat here, they did not know what they were walking into. Our people now suffering from the whispers of the old gods. Seek to corrupt them and turn them against their own. Wake them from their stupor. Free them from the whispers any way you can.
If you get lost,
I don't have a target.
Free! That's not what I expected to happen there. I don't want to fight High Mountain! Oh, now you're kidding me. Dude, this is gonna give me a shadow ice piece.
I'm out of range.
Yay! Shards of ice. Excellent. Oh crap. Bit off more than I could chew. Maybe. And again, maybe not. Yeah.
I need a target.
Excellent.
I will hunt you down.
I don't have a target.
Yeah, I was really excited about being able to stand upright as an orc like they did in Draenor, which is what someone was asking about in chat there. But it looks like we're not going to get that right away, hopefully when the expansion launches. Or if, you know, because in the interview they talked about the fact that it may be tied to the coming of Draenor orcs. I don't know if they mean like warlords of Draenor orcs that like are going to come help us, or if they specifically meant it would be more along the lines of the Maghar, which would make sense as well. But, you know, any way we can recruit allies to fight each other, I mean, that's all it's going to come down to. And I mean, if we got... How would that work, I wonder?
Far away.
If we got orcs from Draenor, what would the Alliance get in that equivalency? Because orcs were very much the Horde helpers, while the Draenei were the ones helping the other side. But, I mean, both ended up helping Khadgar. So I don't know specifically how that would play out. But I'd like to see Erico as well, speaking of Draenor races. I think Erico would work really well, actually. Although I'd like to see some allied races that joined both sides. I kind of thought, after the coming of the Pandaren, that was what was going to happen going forward. Races were going to be neutral, pick a side. It'd save them on assets, you know. All the other smaller races are just banding with the two bigger factions, splitting down lines. It could make sense.
I knew you would come.
The Necrodark are readying their ritual to give physical form to the darkness. They've sealed themselves inside and barred our way. The shard you brought me should prove the means to bring down the barrier. Once it is done, we have to act quickly. We must restore the final ward before the darkness can manifest. Do not hesitate. The fate of High Mountain itself hangs
May
in
the
the balance.
ancestors watch
Whoa!
over you.
Yeah, Dragonfire. Run! Quicker. Ha!
You have failed.
Of course
The
not.
darkness rises, and High Mountain shall fall.
Probably should.
Greetings, outsider.
We failed. The wall to shatter. Send the darkness rising. For thousands of years, the darkness was held at bay. The wards stood protecting High Mountain. Now they are gone, and evil is free once more. The darkness that haunted our dreams, that even the kobolds spoke of only in frightened whispers, has come. Uelganeth, herald of the old gods, paves the way for his masters. Unless we stand together and defeat him, all is lost. You must hold nothing back, champion. Defeat Uelganeth, the champion.
Spirits guide you.
What? Okay, he didn't get summoned in the cave? That makes a whole shitload of sense. God damn it. Gotta run my little fat stubby orc legs.
This mountain belongs to us.
Oh! That makes more sense.
You will soon become vessels for this world's true power.
That's gonna be some weird smaller character.
These heroes do not stand alone.
Oh,
Together, we will banish your darkness.
Black Dragon for the win!
You will serve us, dragon, just as Neltharion did. Your kind always bends to the whisper.
It's too far away.
That's some trash talking bullshit right there. Neltharion was a chump. Okay, Neltharion was not a chump. He was a cool character. I really enjoyed him in the Dragon short stories and in Rise of the Ancients and stuff. The Ancients trilogy. I'm not doing enough beeps. Not enough deeps.
I'm out of range.
Not enough DPM. Not enough damage per minute.
It's too far away.
I did not realize that I had invited a dragon to feast with us at Thunder Bluff. Had I known, I might have set a bigger table.
Only Mela and our champion knew my secret before. Now, I entrust it to you as well, Chieftain.
I see no reason for anyone else to know, Spirit Walker. Let it be a matter kept between friends.
And they're off and running. Damn it. Over there.
You are welcome here, champion.
I cannot put into words how much you have done for us this day, or how grateful I am to have you as an ally. You have our thanks, hero. You have my thanks. I owe you a great debt for this.
Today was very nearly a dark day for Azeroth. Had Ulganeth's plan succeeded, we all would have been made into servants of the old gods, including Ebonhorn.
I shudder at the thought, Mela. Without the swift action of Bane and this champion, all would have been lost.
Bane Bloodhoof, you have demonstrated courage, honor, and loyalty. I believe it is time for your people and mine to renew our bonds of kinship. If you will have us, the Tauren of High Mountain would be proud to join your Horde.
The Horde will be honored to welcome you. Let us travel to Orgrimmar and share the good news with our war chief. We must unite if we are to survive.
What began with a simple feast led to a battle against an ancient evil seeking to consume the world. My kind of day. Your deeds have helped secure an alliance between Orgrimmar and High Mountain. These Tauren will make a valuable addition to the Horde. The war chief will be pleased. Return to Orgrimmar and speak with the war chief at the Orgrimmar embassy. You will receive High Mountain Thunderhoof.
The war with the Legion has come. I hope you are ready.
Are you going to give me a portal? You're not going to give me a portal. What a bunch of jerks. Num 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 num. That is a pretty phoenix. The pink one, the pinkish one. Well, my stream is delayed for a while. At this point, my stream is still seeing me read the text about the moose pet mount. Moose mount. I don't know why I always fly out of this way. Like, I forget that there's an entrance on the other side. Oh, pet petals. Poor goblins got the boot. Lost their whole section.
I trust you will not waste my time.
It seems we have secured new ally. You have done well. The High Mountain Tauren are famed for their powers in battle. I look forward to the pummeling they will unleash upon the Alliance.
All will serve
War
the
Chief
Horde
Sylvanas Windrunner.
in time.
I present Chieftain Mela High Mountain.
What have you to say, chieftain?
War Chief, The strength and courage of the Horde has been demonstrated by Bane Bloodhoof, as well as your champion. From this day forth, High Mountain vows to stand with you against all foes.
I accept your oath of loyalty. The Horde offers its protection, and expects your obedience.
For the Horde!
For the Horde!
For the Horde!
Nice.
There will be a new future for the Horde.
Our new ally will prove useful. A second will make us even stronger. Even now, the Alliance plots and schemes against us. We must move quickly, or they will strike before we prepare to counter their aggression. Say the word when you are ready.
Serve
Begin
the
without
Horde.
hesitation.
Serve me.
After emerging from millennia of isolation, the Nightborne of Suramar seek to rejoin the world. Lady Liadrin advises the Horde would benefit from an alliance with these ancient elves.
Serve me well, and you will be rewarded.
Anaria Shala.
Rohakan. Nice. Regent Lord Theron invited the Nightborne to join him in Silvermoon. First, we must inform them of the invitation. I prefer to do such things in person. Please come with me to Suramar and meet with Lady Thalistria. Meet with Lady Liadrin at the estate of the first Arcanist in Suramar.
Aldiel Shala. The Regent Lord invited the Nightborne to Silvermoon. I am to travel to Suramar and escort Lady Thalistria to the meeting.
I am counting on you both. Do not return until Suramar's strength is pledged to the Horde.
As you command, War Chief. I will meet you at Lady Thalistra's estate in Suramar, champion.
Wait, what? Really? Just running off and leaving me to have to find my way back. Well, time to pop a death gate. I'm out. Death gates. Better than a Hearthstone. Welcome to my castle in the sky. Excellent. Now to Dalaran. I don't know that I did anything with the Nightborne yet. Shit. This could be entertaining. Reconnection successful. Apparently we disconnected there for a second. We'll see how that turns out in the stream. I don't have that flight path, so we're going to fly over here. Oh yeah. Marvel at my Headless Horseman mount. Last year before I got the mount. Every year I tried for this stupid thing. Every year! I was so rage-filled, but now it looks kind of sad. That would be one I would not mind them revisiting and upgrading a little bit because it's a holiday mount that many people are still trying to get. Damn, the music in WoW is just so damn pretty. Beautiful pieces of music. Can't wait to see what Battle for Azeroth is going to sound like. Because Legion has some really interesting zonal music. With each zone's music feeling very distinct.
The Legion landed right on our doorstep.
Nope, shut up.
And Ellison.
pretty loud, and I've got my sound turned up a little bit for streaming purposes. Yeah, I'm discovering shit as I'm flying over it. I hope this gives me the spot here the way it should. Technically, my Alliance character is the one that got this, which is nice to know that that's how this is working. Because my Horde characters barely reached 110 and did Broken Shore to get their mounts. With both Warlock, Paladin.
My preparations are complete. Let's see how the nobles of Suramar react to the warp delivery of Withered.
Shut up. Oh my god, shut up. Ah, excellent.
I answer to the light.
The city of Suramar is beautiful to behold. I hope Silvermoon is not a disappointment to them.
Greetings, Lady Liadrin, champion. Welcome back to Suramar. I am pleased to receive you under more pleasant circumstances.
It is good to see your city free, First Arcanist.
For that, we owe you both a great debt. You proved instrumental to our cause.
The Horde was proud to fight by your side against the Burning Legion, my lady.
I must admit, when I first learned of the Horde, I was skeptical that we would share common ground. I thought our kin from Kalimdor would make obvious allies, but their arrogance and mistrust soon proved otherwise.
Arcanist Thalyssra, I remember where your order stood in the War of the Ancients. How do we know you won't betray us and become the next Elisand, the next Ajara?
We do not intend to be slaves to the Nightwell. We seek to drive the Legion from Suramar and put an end to Elisand's oppression.
The Kaldori will fight to see the Legion defeated and the Nightwell destroyed. Beyond that, we shall see where Elun's wisdom guides us.
It would seem Elun's wisdom guided her away from the bond we once shared. So be it.
The Sindori are also scorned by Tyrande and her prideful lot. Yet for many ages, her people slept in dens or hid in trees while my people fought to save this world.
The Alliance feels too walled off, too cloistered. My people will never endure such stagnation again. That is why I am grateful for your invitation to Silvermoon. I would like to inquire whether there could be a place for the Nightborne in your Horde.
Awesome.
Anaria Shala.
The Nightborne have been isolated from the world for thousands of years. Now that they have re-emerged, it is up to us to guide them along the right path. Regent Lord Theron has extended an invitation to Nightborne to meet with us in Silvermoon. Come, Gaulv Knight, let us travel to Silvermoon with Delicia.
Remain vigilant.
Thalyssra.
I am sure the Regent Lord will be pleased to learn of your interest. Are you ready to depart?
It would be an honor, Lady Liadrin. Oculith has the coordinates to your capital. I will gather Silgrin and Valtois and meet you in Silvermoon.
Tell me this boat's gonna go to Silvermoon. No! Oh my god. Alright, this is getting old.
Greetings.
Yes, we're gonna go to Warspear. I think there's a Silvermoon portal there. If not, I know there's an Undercity one. That's fast enough. Really liked the Warlords of Draenor story. Well, most of it. It was really interesting, but then it just kind of once the story was over. Legions kept me very entertained. I mean, I did take a small break. 3 or 4 months? Or right after the last Suramar patch. Alright. Let's see if there was
Loktar!
Undercity it is?
Go forth to victory.
Here we are. Yeah, Lorthamar. Looks badass there. I was really happy with his betrayal in, not Warlords. Mists. I was kind of saddened when nothing's really happened to him since. A lot of cool character moments, and I really wish they'd just make him or Leandra king, our queen, and give them a proper leader. Because Lord Regent just feels like he's pretending to wait for Kael Thas still, which, just saying, seems like a bad idea. Apologize if my playing so close makes anyone nauseous. And really, just dismount me then, jerk.
Lady Liadrin, champion, you are most welcome. As you can see, we have an unexpected visitor.
Hello again, Liadrin, champion. Lorthamar, I am here concerning a matter that might be best addressed in private.
I see no need to keep secrets from allies, Illyria. In fact, some new friends of ours are just arriving.
I answer to the light.
Interesting. The Regent Lord intends to show First Harkonnen to Thalisara our son well. I do not know if he will allow Illyria Windrunner to attend the meeting, but we are invited to join them.
Fight well. First Arcanist Thalisra and honored guests, welcome to Silvermoon.
It is a pleasure to visit your fine city at last. Thank you for extending the invitation, Regent Lord.
Please, call me Lorthamar. But where are my manners? Allow me to introduce another guest, Lady Illyria Windrunner, a hero of Silvermoon's past.
An unexpected honor, Lady Windrunner. Silgren told me of your courage during the campaign on Argus.
The honor is mine, First Arcanist. I do not mean to intrude upon your visit. Perhaps I should return another time.
Nonsense. Whatever you came to say, you may say in front of our guests.
As you wish. I come bearing an offer from High King Anduin
I had hoped your visit was motivated by a love for Silvermoon. Instead, you come at the behest of the Alliance's boy king. How disappointing.
Cutting words, Lorthamar. Are they yours, I wonder? Or has the dutiful ranger I knew become the mouthpiece of your war chief?
You doubt my words, yet how can we trust your own? Do you deny that the Lords of the Void whisper to you? Did you not surrender yourself to the shadows on Argus?
It seems the offer I bring has been anticipated and spurned. Very well. But before I leave, I have one request. It has been 1,000 years since I set eyes upon the Sunwell. May I visit it once again?
I advise against it. We cannot trust that she will not—
Whatever she has become, Illyria is a daughter of Quel'Thalas. I will not deny her pilgrimage to our most sacred site. First Archivist, you and your retinue would be welcome to join us.
I would consider it an honor to see the Sunwell, Lorthamar. And I prefer that my friends call me Thalysra.
Romoth, kindly open the way for us. Please, follow me.
That was cool.
The sense of power is palpable. As potent as the Nightwell, but of a different nature.
The Sunwell was corrupted by our enemies, but a Naru's sacrifice purified its waters. Now, the essence of the light sustains us.
The Sunwell has changed, but its beauty remains. It has been so long.
Stay back!
What is happening?
This is why I demanded that Umbric and his radicals be exiled. Anyone who treats with the Void is a danger to the Sunwell.
I did not intend for my presence to—
Enough! Cleanse this corruption before the well is lost.
Silgrim,
unexpected.
Valtoire, Lord.
Shit. Let's get rid of that so I can not blast out your eardrums. Just did my own. Shit, I should have been asleep hours ago. But I'm finishing this now.
I need a target. I don't have a target.
So, because the Naru can go into a void state, void is going to mess with the Sunwell. That I didn't actually see coming. I mean, I kind of wondered if it was going to have something to do with her, like, you know, something jumping out at her or whatnot, but... But the Naru being so harsh and unforgiving on the void, despite having their own void state, doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But I mean, it makes sense to why it happens. It doesn't make sense why they would feel that way. I don't. I think we'll get more of that when we start fighting more robots.
The vessel.
It wants the Sunwell.
I think I might die. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna die.
seeks to open a rift into the chamber. If it comes through, we may lose the Sunwell.
I can close the rift, but I will need help.
Tell us what to do, and we will lend our strength.
The door opens. Yes. This should suit our needs.
Now, focus your power with mine.
You only delay the inevitable. I will yet have my prize.
The Sunwell is secure. Your aid was invaluable, Thalyssra. And yours, champion.
Guards! Seize this saboteur.
I will not be taken prisoner in my own homeland.
Enough! You will leave at once, Illyria. Accident or no, your presence poses a danger to Quel'Thalas. Go back to Stormwind. Silvermoon is no longer your home.
Ouch.
I regret you had to witness that exchange, Thalyssra. This is not how I planned your visit to unfold.
On the contrary, this conflict has demonstrated your dedication to your people. I can see that the Horde has allowed you to uphold your traditions, something that is very important to us.
We gain strength from our allies, but we have not lost who we are.
Suramar will always be our home. But some among my people wish to venture out into the world, to claim our place in Azeroth once again. To do that, we need allies.
The Horde offers that to you, First Arcanist. Join us. The gates of Silvermoon stand open to you.
On behalf of the Nightborne, I accept your proposal. From this day forth, Suramar fights for the Horde.
Excellent. Lady Liadrin, please return to Orgrimmar and tell the War Chief the good news.
It will be my pleasure, Regent Lord. I will meet you in Silvermoon, champion.
I am the Blade of the Light.
That was not wholly expected. The War Chief will please without success. Thalyssra and her Nightborne will prove strong allies, I am sure. Return to War Chief in Orgrimmar.
Aldiel Shala.
But... Fine, we'll take the long way around. Wow, doing both of these has turned into a hour-and-a-half stream already. Nice. With 2 people watching? Nice. That's kind of exciting, actually. Somebody's actually watching my live stream. Thank you for joining. Wish it popped up that when you were watching. Hello. Talking to someone watching the stream right now. So we're back in our garrison. We're gonna take the hop portal back to Orgrimmar. That way I have my Dalaran portal. If you'd like to hit subscribe and hit the notifications, you'll see other things upcoming, including if I get into the Battle for Azeroth beta. Currently, this actually isn't Battle for Azeroth. We're still playing in Legion, just doing the allied race openings, if you weren't aware of that. But currently I'm pretty excited for Battle for Azeroth, actually. I wasn't sure... I mean, BlizzCon was all hype, as always, so I was pretty excited. But the race choices at first were a little interesting. Wait to see how it felt. More and more excited about the Zandalar stuff. More and more excited about the Dark Iron stuff that's coming. Whoops, went the wrong way. I'm actually looking forward to a lot of what's coming for Azeroth. The Warfronts sound interesting. The island scenario things. We're going to go silent here for a minute.
There will be a new future for the Horde.
War Chief Sylvanas Windrunner. This is First Arcanist.
An honor, War Chief. I have fought alongside both Lady Liadrin and the Regent Lord. Their courage is a credit to your Horde.
Indeed, First Arcanist.
The Horde embodies strength, determination, individuality. Traits we Shal'Dorei value as well. It is time for the Nightborne to find allies among the kingdoms of Azeroth. If you will have us, we would be proud to pledge our forces to your cause.
For millennia, Suramar stood alone. This day, you become part of something greater. I accept your oath of service, Thalyssra.
Suramar stands with the Horde.
For the Horde!
For the Horde!
Alright, that's pretty inspiring. Alright, let's see how that's done now. I've unlocked all 4 current allied races. Let's see what our new mounts look like. That's the new one. That's pretty cool. That's the one for finishing the Suramar campaign, actually. I think I like the new one more. Let's try looking up Rune Saber. Crap. I don't know what the mount was called. It is listed as Mana Saber. Weird. You know, as a ground mount, that's pretty awesome. I mean, it looks kind of overburdened with my orc on him, but... Then, of course, we've got a new moose. The High Mountain Thunderhoof. Having lived in Alaska for 10 to 12 years, that is amazing. That is absolutely wonderful. Loving it. Moose charge! Fortunately, you only get those if you're playing Horde. Although I've got some other moose, so I'm good on that front. Let's go ahead and log out here. And we'll see what they look like. Like race. Nightborne. Not as many skin choices. Oh, nice, bald. Everyone likes being bald. Go for some hair color. That's weird. There we go. What about tattoo sets. I'll have to go back. Monk. There we go. Oh, that's a really cool effect, actually. Cool. But we don't need to be a monk. We're going to be... Wow. They've got a weird as body structure as the Night Elves, which I'm not really a fan of. Yeah, I don't think I'll actually be playing one of those. High Mountain, on the other hand. Oh yeah, gotta go for the red. Like it. Go for some horn killers. I think I like those ones. Don't really need another druid or a shaman or a hunter. I've got pretty much everything over here I need for now. But there we are on that. Well, that's been the stream. Thank you for watching. Renee Bond has asked, so which allied race would you like them to announce yet that hasn't been announced? I think Arakoa would be great. I want Tortolin something fierce, but I want everyone to get them because I want to have Ninja Tortolin fighting Ninja Tortolin on both sides of the faction war. Everything I've seen of them just looks amazing. But an ally that I've been championing since we got our first new races when Burning Crusade was announced would have to be Mach Nathal, who were Rexar's people. They're originally half ogre, half orcs that go on to become their own race called the Mach Nathal, and they're very less tribal in the aspect of, say, some of the Tauren tribes, and more tribal in an orc fashion. As far as an alliance allied race, I think the Jinyu are really cool. I don't like that Night Elf model. It's lanky and weird. So I'm not sure what else you could give them. I do see some reasons for Furbog, especially after playing the Draenei starting area with that Furbog race as a possible ally. And of course there's some fun ones like Wolvar or Froglocks or stuff like that. I don't think Murloc actually works, but a Murloc-like race could be cool. Sorok are great. I love lizards. Any kind of dino race would be great in that aspect. There's some other really cool ones out there. Of course, you're looking at things like Arakoa, but would you split them and have the cursed Arakoa join one faction and the non-cursed join another one? Ogres are good choices. If you've seen any of the new races, the new human models for the Kirin Tor, not Kirin Tor, Kul Tiras, there's a heavy human and a super thin human, both which look really good. They'd be really interesting. I'd love to see actual forest trolls, and with their hated enemies, the former High Elves, Blood Elves in Silvermoon, being with the Horde and joining the Horde. I think it'd be a cool way to give a troll race to the Alliance, and giving them the bulky forest trolls would be interesting. Some other great ideas, of course, are Ogre. That's one people would like to see. The Thin Human does look really good. I kind of like the larger human. Being a larger human myself, I can see a lot of interest in that. And I'm really interested in the pirate theme and the sailor theme going into the Kul Tiras stuff as Alliance, which I play a lot of. And everything Troll is great. Every time they do stuff with the Trolls, it's great. The Rage Trolls would be cool. But, again, do they qualify enough to be a whole race? But that kind of goes out the window. What qualifies to be a whole race when you're looking at current races like the Void Elves? High Mountain are a whole people. Nightborne are a whole people. Even the Lightforged Draenei, there's been a bunch of them serving in that for a long time. But the Void Elves are a small pocket of Voidborn that got kicked out of Blood Elves, which were already a decimated people. So you could really do something with a defeated race. But of course, then you've got Mortorin in the Tonka, the Yongal, Burning Crusade. You could also use the Wolvar, not Wolvar, that's a little short one, the Tuskar. They'd be great. Another race that they could adjust to using the similar Pandaren model, along with what I think the Tortolin will have. And I think for the moment that's kind of exhausting my thoughts on that. If you got any other quick questions, I'd love to drop my geek theories on that. If not, we'll probably be wrapping up here in about a minute and a half. As you just saw through playing the Blood Elf scenario, or the Nightborne scenario, it explains a little bit more why. If the Void specifically affects the Naru in the Sunwell, that's an excuse I can get behind, because that would affect their whole civilization at this point, now that they've switched from being bound by demonic essence that they were sucking out of, like, you know, Naru and everything else with warlock magic. They're now infused again with the light through the Sunwell, which would be an interesting take. Speaking of the Void Elves being kicked out, the Space Mummies, shoot, I don't remember what they're called. They were in Burning Crusade. They were in, I think, Warlords. They're the ones that you do for Void storage. And they'd be a really interesting race if we could get armor and stuff to work in a way that doesn't make them just look broken. And there will definitely be more lore talk on streams going forward. Ethrals, yes, you're right. Thank you. Because lore is a huge reason of why WoW has captured me compared to other MMOs. Like I said, going all the way back to EverQuest, Daok. I've been trying to play some Final Fantasy, whatever the newest MMO one was, Realm Reborn, with some friends, and the story just doesn't grab me the way WoW always has. Maybe it's from playing the RTSs originally, but I think Blizzard's done such a good job of building lore that the only time it's fallen flat, or WoW has fallen flat for me at all, hasn't been in the lore itself. It's been in the gaps between expansions. The lore has been stellar. I love the books, the Chronicle books. I'm reading those as well, and we can even eventually maybe do some discussions when Chronicles 3 drops, which will be before the expansion. I will be checking it out to see if I think anything ties into the expansion. We'll probably talk about that here a little bit. But I should probably be getting some sleep. I'm sure the wife is getting antsy. So, thank you for watching, Brene Bon. And I think someone else is watching, unless it's counting me, which is highly possible. It's been a blast. Until next time, this is Gaulv, signing off. If I can find my button.